Doesn't it sound cool how technology is helping people's lives, making them a lot better and more delightful? Bionic humanoid systems are not just something from movies. These exist in the real world, and scientists are making efforts to bring advancements in these machines. Who knows what they might be able to do when they are at their full potential? So, why are humans so much interested in connecting themselves with machines? Is the bionic system really giving humans super abilities? What are some of the most bionic realistic humanoid robots? Today we are sharing mind-blowing information about more bionic realistic humanoid robots in the making. Therefore, watch the video until the end, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you never miss any of our latest videos about future technology and robots. Now we are able to replace any human organ or add something new to human bodies. Also, the lost body parts can be easily replaced with bionics. So without any further ado, let's start with Number 10. Bionic Brain. You might have heard about the Flame in the 100 series. Well, if you haven't, it is a chip that can connect with your brain and transfer your brain to another person's body. Well, scientists are currently working on this phenomenon, but what they have actually developed while working on this is that now you can enhance your intelligence level by connecting these amazing computer chips to your brain. In 2015, researchers at the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology and the University of California, Santa Barbara, created a bionic brain prototype using memristors. This concept will also help patients with different brain-related diseases like Alzheimer's and strokes. Well, that's something very much amazing. Number 9. The Mobius Bionics Luke Arm. This year, the most advanced and commercially available prosthesis is the lukewarm arm by Mobius Bionics. It has a powered shoulder, allowing a shoulder-level amputee to reach over their head. The Arm Dynamics executed the first-ever civilian test fittings of this advanced bionic arm. The arm's intuitive motion control interface and exceptional ability to reach out and grip things above the shoulder have greatly amazed the user world. According to the manufacturers, the Luke arm will prove to be life-changing for the future of those with upper limb loss. The prosthetic would have an intuitive wireless foot control system known as IMU. It will be placed on the user's shoes. The IMU will examine even a foot tilt to comprehend each movement to control the arm's functions. The wrist fluidity bends the extension and flexion with ulnar and radial deviation, which provides the user great activity above the head or below the waist. The grip options include fine pinch open and closed, power grip, tool grip, chuck grip, and lateral pinch. Number 8. Robotic Exoskeleton, Sarcos. Sarcos Company had built up a powerful stance in the robotic exoskeleton sector. The Guardian Exo full-body exoskeleton developed by Sarcos is the first battery-powered industrial robot that combined the precision of machines, endurance, power, and instinct, and human intelligence, without putting a bar on the freedom to move. The exoskeleton will provide strength to boost productivity while also reducing injuries dramatically. The wearer can even lift 200 pounds or 90 kilograms without experiencing any fatigue or strain. The company is now developing a new exoskeleton that will exceed all the expectations and provide significant assistance to the needy. Number 7. Bionic Eyes. Being able to see even the most fundamental aspects of light movement and form may make a huge impact when you're blind. Both the Argus 2 retinal prosthesis, which is now through FDA testing, and a device designed by Harvard research fellow Dr. John, collects fundamental visual information via a camera converted to electrical impulses and deliver it wirelessly to implanted electrodes. The Argus 2 is a device that employs electrodes implanted in the eye to aid patients who have lost some retinal function. Dr. John's technologies, which are still in the early phases of development, would transfer visual input directly to the brain, bypassing the eyes. Both methods operate best with people who have previously been able to sight, since their brains are already programmed to process the data. The visual experience is required for the appropriate development of the visual cortex. A connection would connect the camera to an external signal processor, which would then interpret the picture into brain impulses and send them wirelessly to an implanted stimulator. The stimulator will provide pictures to the visual system through an electrode surgically implanted in the brain. Number 6. Genium Knee. The Genium Knee is a breakthrough technology incorporating the latest microprocessor technology to develop a prosthetic knee. Some of the features that make Geniums stand out are water resistance, a gyroscope sensor, dynamic stability, and a 5-day battery life. The newly updated technology helps the product to enable a natural pace. The Genium Knee lets you climb stairs step over step and even cross obstacles like curves. Resting on the prosthesis is a cakewalk in the park for its wearers. You can also preset the prosthesis according to your choices through a smartphone. The new Genium offers more options for individual models now. The Cockpit app on a smartphone can benefit a Genium user by conveniently configuring the new Genium using the app. Doesn't it sound cool how technology is helping people's lives a lot better, making them delightful? Number 5. Cyborg HAL. Did you know that the world's first wearable cyborg will soon hit the market? The HAL, or Hybrid Assistive Limb product, will greatly assist the needy. The product will improve, support, enhance, and generate the user's physical function. When the wearer tries to move, the brain will automatically send signals to the muscle and command it to move. At this moment, a vague signal that indicates the wearer's intent to move appears on the skin surface. So what exactly does HAL do? It detects the bioelectrical signals through the sensors attached to the skin surface and the person's desired movements according to the user's voluntary commands. In short, if you think that you want to walk, then the brain will send signals through nerves to muscles, and the wearable will help you to move. The University of Tsukuba Hospital announced using the HAL lower limb type to conduct clinical trials on children with cerebral palsy. The details about the clinical trials were revealed only recently. Number 4. Regrown bone. Researchers have known about proteins that can cause bone tissue to produce its patches and replace missing or damaged areas since the 1960s. Unfortunately, the technique was never ideal, and it frequently resulted in the growth of the wrong sort of tissue or the formation of a bone that should not exist. In the year 2005, UCP1, a specifically created protein capable of just activating the growth of particular types of cells, was used by UCLA researchers to tackle the problem. The protein is currently being utilized to create new bone that can fuse and immobilize parts of vertebrae, allowing some patients to experience relief from severe back pain. Number 3. Bionic tongue. According to Dean Nakirk, professor of computer and electric engineering at the University of Texas, the tongue can be a powerful instrument, but it's also a highly subjective one. Food firms use the electronic tongue gadget invented by Nakirk and his colleagues to analyze liquids and pick out the exact chemical makeup to reproduce the same flavor every time. Microspheres, microscopic sensors that change color when exposed to stimuli like glucose, are used in a Kirk's tongue. As a result, a system has been developed that can not only replace the person who says these taste wonderful, but also ensure that the chemistry of the excellent flavor is dependably recreated. Number 2. Osher Mind-Controlled Bionic Prosthetic. Osher introduced the first mind-controlled bionic prosthetic lower limbs for amputees. The technology adapts to the user's subconscious and intuitive actions. Thanks to the implanted dielectric sensors, or EMES, these tiny sensors are surgically placed in the patient's residual muscle tissue. The EMES immediately activated the desired movement through the sensor placed inside the prosthesis. The whole process will be achieved subconsciously in real time. The bionic prosthetic legs are regarded as a clinical breakthrough. The company is closer to introducing prosthetics that would truly integrate with the user. These commercially available bionic limbs adjust to the user's speed and walking style. Also, the user doesn't have to particularly think about their movements, as unconscious reflexes are involuntarily converted to myoelectric impulses. Number 1. Artificial cells. When it comes to delivering medications to the exact location in the body, a tablet or an injection won't always be enough. Professor of bioengineering at the University of Pennsylvania Daniel Hammer offers a superior way. Polymer-based artificial cells can imitate the ease with which white blood cells pass through the body. These fictitious cells might carry pharmaceuticals specifically to where they're needed, making the fight against illnesses like cancer easier and safer. These bionic humanoid robots are really transforming humans to another level, and now we are finally living in the future. What do you think about our today's video? Do you like bionic robots? Share your thoughts with us. And if you liked our today's video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing latest news about technology and robots.